What up, guys? Hope you're good. This is TheAnonymousFX and on a good new year. Most probably when we drop this video, it will be the first, or when you see this video, it will already be 2024. We're back with the market outlooks, and we're gonna be doing them. Hopefully, we're gonna be doing them each and every week, and we're gonna be taking feedback from you guys as we are also compiling a course, or we're just going to be compiling something that will assist each and every trader that is currently following us and a little bit struggling with getting profitable. For now, you know that you can hit us on our Instagram and on our TikTok should you have any questions, and if you are very curious about how we're trading. But up until then, if there's nothing that you would need assistance with, enjoy the video. So the very first pair that you can analyze would be GBP JPY, and unfortunately this pair has moved and we have been holding sells, and I think I did close some of the sells, or when we hit this lowest point, which is 17900, which is a psychological level for me. But for now, we're just going to be focusing on the trend itself first, by just understanding the fact that this was our higher low as price created a higher high, and from there we created a new low, price created a lower high, and we are doing things a little bit differently, which means that now we are considering wicks as break of structure. And as you can see, this now becomes our new lower low, and price can come back to the top, and price came back to the top to our supply zone. And don't worry, if you do not understand supply and demand, we're also going to be doing more videos on supply and demand so that you can be able to identify your supply and demand zones. As you can see, price rejected from our supply, and this is where we were able to get into sales, and I think we held sales for about 8 days if I'm not wrong. So the target was run about down here on the next low. Unfortunate that we did close just before it could get there, and you can see as the ways the market closed, we are heading there. So right now with GBP JPY, I would say just wait and see how the market would react and how the market would move, because we are still bearish, and this right here is our lower low, and this right here is our lower high. So up until we break this lower high above here, or up until we break this lower low down here, GBP JPY is consolidating according to me, or according to us. So then we will move to the next one. As you can already see, there's nothing yet to analyze, and we're doing things differently in terms of psychologically. If there is no movement, leave that pair alone. So we'll move to the next one, which I believe is gold. I am gonna hide these alerts, and I'm just gonna be going through the market analysis on its own. So as you can see, that price was bearish, with this as our lower high, and right here is our lower low. Price created a new high up here, and this was our higher low. Price created a higher high, and this was our higher low. Price created a new higher high, and this was our higher low right here. So with that being said, right now we are at a point where price is bullish, and it's already only holding to this higher low, which I will mark at this point, higher low, and also mark our break of structure. Yes, a lot of people will be like, that's not a break of structure and so forth, but unfortunately this is how we read our structure, not the very same way that a lot of people will read them. So I'm not so sure why this one moved. We're not reading just each and everyone else, and you need to understand that before we go any further. So this is our break of structure. This is not in an ICT or in an SMC way. People would say, even if it was going down, I'd consider that as a break of structure, not a change of character, or a change of, it would be a change of trend. But I do not want to introduce a lot of crazy terms as if I am creating my own strategy, but that's just reading the price. So this is our higher low, as I've said, and with that being said, this could be our demand just right here, as price has already broken to come back to it. So this could be our demand. If not, this could be our demand just up here. So two possibilities: price can either just dig in deep, come here, break a structure and go up, and we will be targeting, unfortunately it would sound as if we are a bit greedy, but we'll be targeting the highest high there. It will be the first one just up here, and then the second one will be just up there. These are the two targets we are having, and let me just change them to possible reaction zones. You can see those are the two targets we are having. If price breaks to the bottom here or below this higher low, then we would be looking for price to correct before it can start dropping. And that is it. I'm not gonna be looking for a lot more on the 1 hour, but I'll be looking for price pushing to the top. And the second pair we're analyzing, the third one I meant to say, is GBP USD. This one I believe is clear. We had a higher low, higher high, we have a higher low, and yeah, high. Those are the just two zones that are more important. And just right there, then let me go back, sorry, and just right there I'm just gonna remove the drawings and start having my my labeling. So this is a break of structure, and just right here is a OH higher low. If you do have any questions, drop them on the comment section and we will do our best to respond to them. So this is the first one that we're having as a demand area, or a demand zone, where we anticipate that price is going to come back to, or if not, price can just be rejecting the 1H demand zone, which is just right here. And as you can see, that price did somehow reject the demand zone, because if I drop down to 1H, you will see that this is our higher low. In fact, the demand for 1H is just up here, and that's our 1H demand zone. I'm just gonna drop it as 1H demand zone, but I'm also gonna make sure that it only appears on 1H. But when you go back to 4H, we understand that there's a possibility that price can just come down here and start pushing to the upside. So if it is moving to the upside, I will be anticipating that price will reach this next level, which is our possible reaction zone. And there is another one, I believe, in a daily type of perspective, which would be just up here, which is now the 1.300 zone, which is a psychological level. And I believe that is it with regards to GBP USD. And let us move to the next one, which is Canadian dollar. This one has been bearish, but at this point it's kind of consolidating, with this being our low and this being our lower high. And if you have been following what I did with the GBP JPY, you will understand that right here is our demand, our supply area, I meant to say, and prices come back to the supply area twice, which is the first one here and the second one here, and it's now it looks like it was going to drop. So if I want to enter this pair, because 4H is bearish, I will be looking for price breaking this 1H higher low just up here, and then from there I'll be looking for supply areas created as price was moving to the downside. So most probably what we are going to see here is something similar to price breaking below, correcting to the supply, and dropping below. So this would be a 1H target, or you can go down to the 4H target, and that I believe would be more than a 1:5, because that would be a 50 to 60 pip stop loss to a, okay, it's a 1:4.2 to a 250 pips. But you don't want to be greedy, and going forward you will understand that we are using a fixed 1:3 risk reward and nothing crazy. So we are going to be dropping market analysis, and most probably between Tuesday and Wednesday we're going to be dropping an update of the analysis, so that you guys can see if price has changed or if price is continuing to what we have analyzed on a Sunday. Then I believe this could be the last pair, if I'm not wrong. Let me just check. Yes, it is the last pair. We're going to 4 hourly, and the nicest part about this one is that it has moved. So we did have a break of structure just right here. We did have another break of structure just right here, and with that being said, means that we have our lower high, 4H lower high up here, and our 4H lower low just down here. So now here are two possibilities that we're gonna have. Price might just come back up to come to this supply area right here before it can start dropping, or price might drop from where it is. We cannot say where price will drop, but we can anticipate where price will drop. So this could be an anticipation that price might move this way, or price might just continue to the downside. Unfortunately, we just anticipate. We're not 100% sure with what is happening, and if price gets to where we want it to get to, we enter without any fear of a loss. So that's it, and I believe that should be the last pair that we analyze. Please click on the like button and do subscribe, and also share the video to people that you believe might want to see this. And that is all from TheAnonymousFX. Cheers, enjoy the rest of your week.